Hey everybody, this is a very off-the-cuff New Year's update. I always do a New Year's update. Usually I'm a little more prepared than this, but I don't want to break tradition. I want to tell you guys how I'm feeling and how the channel is doing. So first of all, I want to say hello and thanks for people who are joining me very recently. We didn't have like a huge surge in subscriptions, but there was a very big positive response to the mini console breakdown compilation that I put up. So I had my 2 mini console reviews, which total covered 7 mini consoles, and I just kind of merged them together to make one big long video so that was the kind of the one-stop shop for the mini console reviews, as well as updating the numbers from the first video, which were quite out of date, it turns out. It's only been out for a few days. I don't even know if I want to post this video up right away because I don't want to do something that might kill the momentum. The algorithm is weird and I don't know what will catch it on and will make things kind of stop being advertised. So I'm gonna kind of watch it the next few days, because normally I put this video out on New Year's Day or the day after. I'm shooting it on the 2nd, so I think it's safe to say that New Year's Day is out of the question. But I'm probably gonna wait a little while until I post it, just to kind of make sure that I don't accidentally kill the momentum of the mini console review video, which is doing great. And I did see we got some new subscribers, so hello, welcome. Thanks for joining us. The channel, Moving Pictures, the channel is admittedly a little unfocused in what we talk about, but I think if you are just kind of having a look for the first time, I'd say we focus on nostalgic media. So we talk about video games and movies. Primarily, we did Beast Wars Wednesday, and now we're working on Beast Machines Monday. So there's a little bit of Transformers stuff as well. We try to make this stuff very entertaining. I really, there's an emphasis on humor, as a lot of funny people have to say out loud. There is an emphasis on humor. We're just here to try and entertain you and talk about stuff that happened, stuff that we liked when we were kids, and there's a little bit of talk about modern movies as well. So as far as January goes, the plan is I want to try and release a few things that have sort of been a long time coming. There's a few videos that I kind of had in limbo that I want to finish. Today I'm going to be shooting and finishing my building Lego Optimus Prime video. This one I've been kind of putting off for way too long. I actually started shooting the video ages ago, and then I had to put it off for a few reasons. So, which I think I'll explain in the video. But today is the day. I can feel it. And also I'm brushing up on a lot of movies that I missed in 2024, which unfortunately was a lot. And as quick as I can, I'm trying to catch up on some films so I can make a list of the ones that I love the most from 2024. Basically, a best of year-end list. It'll probably be out later this month. I don't want to go past January because this is the chunk of time when that kind of stuff is relevant and when people want to see it. But I do love to give my year-end list. So that's sort of the plan for January. A little bit of catch-up and the year-end list. So meanwhile, I'll also be working on Beast Machines Monday. Beast Machines Monday, you may have noticed, took a bit of it went on hold for 2024. And 2025, it is back for sure. We've even shot 3 episodes already. The issue was just that, well, actually, I guess I should address the issue as a whole, in that 2024 wound up being a very busy year for me. So as you saw, the channel for a good chunk of the year was very inactive. And that's because I decided to go back to school. So that means some of the promises that I made in the earlier, in my last New Year's video, didn't really come to fruition. I didn't start the Patreon like I said I would, and I didn't finish up Beast Machines Monday or start Beast Machines Monday. I'm pretty sure I said that I would do that. So that is because basically many aspects of my life went on hold while I was back in school for about 6 months. So I took an intensive voiceover program. So basically I'm trying to get into the field of voiceover work. And I have done a little bit of that before because I have taken classes for voiceover, but I really wanted to get into on the mic training, the full-time program, because even just having that on your resume helps get you work, because it's a very well-known, very respected voiceover program. I can see why, having done it. It's run by professionals and it's very intensive and it covers so many aspects of the voiceover world. So although my passion would be to get into cartoons and video games and do voices for those, I learned that there's so many other ways that you can get work in the field that isn't that. So that's still what I want to get the work in, but now I feel ready to get work in other things. Hopefully you'll notice in the channel that there is an improvement in my voiceover performance, because I feel like I'm putting those skills to use here. But yeah, the Patreon wasn't launched, and that was a conscious decision, because as my output slowed down for the channel, to me it just seemed like it wasn't the right time for me to start putting it out there saying like, hey, can you give me money so we can make the channel bigger and better, when I legitimately didn't have the time to put into the channel. So it seemed like it would be just a very disingenuous time to start a Patreon. So yeah, that covers that. So it's a new year and I have the time again, and I feel like I've been putting out a pretty good output for the channel since I finished school. I'm particularly happy with the Christmas specials that we did put out. I'm very happy with those, and also happy about the response for most of those videos as well. Not the Darkwing Duck one. For some reason, that one didn't really materialize and get an audience, but that's okay. Like the other ones, I'm happy with. Patreon, plan to start that. Beast Machines Monday is going to be happening again. We're going to wrap that series up. Again, we have a 3-episode shot, and I'm going to start editing those. And hopefully when I start editing them, I get into enough of a rhythm and have enough of a head start that we can do it pretty regularly. For Ali Hasn't, I've got a nice big stack of things for us to watch. But this is probably the series wrapping up. It's just getting harder and harder on YouTube to make Ali Hasn't the show that I want it to be. But there's still lots of things that I wanted to get through to show her, and to that like when I even originally envisioned the series. There's things that I still haven't gotten to that I'm excited about showing her. So 2025 there will be a little bit of focus on that show as well. Unfortunately, realistically, I think we're not going to go too much beyond this year. Again, it's because that's the YouTube. I'm having to put in twice the amount of work into every episode because I do a cut and then YouTube flags it, and then I'm not allowed to post it. And so I have to do a director's cut or a YouTube-friendly cut that is either really heavily compromised or has like still images and stuff like that, which I just feel like really rob the show of what it's supposed to be. Even though I know that what we do is considered fair use. Like I know that we're right. I know that we what we're doing is allowed within the scope of fair use. Just YouTube isn't friendly toward the small creators. Ultimately, it's the corporations that have the final say on if they want us to use their stuff or not. I don't know why they wouldn't. Why they block it? The blocking doesn't make any sense to me. If most of the time the smarter companies, they say you can use this, but we're going to take all the ad revenue. And I'm like, well, I honestly prefer that over them blocking it, because I feel like if I put out something that, you know, the ad revenue goes to the company, but it's still out there, that's investing in the fan base and building the brand of our channel. And to me, that's worth it, because ad revenue sucks anyway. So like, I don't know. If you're making money off of YouTube, ad revenue just really isn't the most reliable way to do it. Investing in the fan base and the fan loyalty is more important to me, because those people who, if they really wind up liking our work and who we are more likely to invest in a Patreon or something like that, which is, again, what I plan to open up. So to me, it was always worth having the best product, even though I couldn't make the ad revenue off of it. But the point is that doing a show like Ali Hasn't has become very difficult. And also, really what it comes down to is that I started to sense that her enthusiasm in doing the show has lessened, because, you know, it was one thing when we were dating and, you know, she'd visit and we kind of make it a whole day where we do an Ali Hasn't and then we have a date and but now, you know, like we live together and it's turning our home into a studio. I think sometimes, like, you know, like when we have days off together, they become a little more precious, and we just want home to be home. And I hope people understand that you know, like, not every YouTube show is meant to last forever. But I still got a lot of episodes I want to do throughout the year, and I hope to make them very good. And I'm going to try to make them so I don't have to compromise them. So I'm going to try to structure them a little bit differently, so that I don't have to make a really compromised cut for you guys. So that kind of lays out 2025. Is like there's going to be a big emphasis on Beast Machines Monday, a big emphasis on Ali Hasn't, and I just brought in a whole bunch of new people for the gaming aspect of things. So I'm going to try and feed that fan base somehow. So I'm feeling very optimistic about this year. Very excited about the shows we're going to bring you. And I just want to thank everybody so much for subscribing, for watching, for all your comments, all your thumbs up. It's very encouraging, keeps me going. I honestly wish all of you the best new year. As much as I think there's a lot of people who are concerned about what's going on in the world in 2025 and beyond, I hope that this channel can be a little bit of a safe haven and a place you can kind of go to just to go back to simpler times, remember fun things from your youth, and get some insight and jokes about those things. So stay safe, and thanks for watching.